Hey there, Booklicious listeners. Welcome back to another episode where we unpack the books that keep you turning pages wrong after midnight. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a psychological thriller that's as chilling as it is emotionally charged. Don't Let Him In by bestselling author Lisa Jewell. If you've ever found yourself captivated by charming strangers or second-guessing your instincts, this one's going to hit close to home. In today's episode, we're unpacking the plot, the characters, the emotional gut punches, and why this book might just leave you a little more cautious the next time someone too perfect enters your life. The story kicks off in classic Lisa Jewell style, with a death, a mystery, and a web of characters whose lives are more intertwined than they initially appear. Meet Nina, a recent widow whose husband Patty died after being pushed in front of a train. One day, she receives a package from someone claiming to be Patty's old friend, a man named Nick Radcliffe. Inside is a sympathy note and Patty's lighter. Creepy, a little, but comforting too. Nina and her daughter Ash, still grieving, start chatting online with this mysterious Nick. Before long, that digital connection turns into something very real and very unsettling. Meanwhile, in another part of town, we meet Martha, a small-town florist and mother of three. Her husband, Alistair's frequent business trips are setting off alarm bells, and as you might guess, that's not just paranoia. As these three women's stories unfold, their lives begin to intersect in ways none of them could have predicted. Lisa Jewell doesn't just craft twisty plots. She gives us characters who feel like people we know, or even parts of ourselves. Let's break down the key players. Nina Swan, a grieving widow looking for meaning in the aftermath of tragedy. When Nick offers kindness and connection, she clings to it. Vulnerability becomes her blind spot. Ash Swan, Nina's 20-something daughter, freshly out of a mental health crisis and hyper-aware of danger. She's the first to suspect Nick isn't who he claims to be, and her slow burn investigation is one of the most satisfying parts of the book. Martha. Overwhelmed by motherhood and marital doubts, Martha's arc is one of quiet resilience. Her unease about Alistair, her husband, builds in the background until it can't be ignored. Nick Radcliffe. Alistair, the con man. Whatever name he uses, this man is a shapeshifter. He's the charming stranger we all want to trust and the cautionary tale that reminds us why we shouldn't. Jewell is a master of structure, and in Don't Let Him In, she plays with multiple timelines and viewpoints, including chapters from the manipulative man himself. This isn't just a stylistic choice, it creates a sense of creeping dread. You know that feeling when you almost put the pieces together, but not quite? Jewell builds that feeling, chapter by chapter. Some readers have said the shifting timelines were a little disorienting at first, but trust me, the payoff is worth it. Let's talk themes, because while this is definitely a psychological thriller, Don't Let Him In is also a powerful look at grief, vulnerability, and the illusion of safety. First up, the illusion of perfection. Nick is the kind of man who's just polished enough to seem like a dream. He knows how to press all the right emotional buttons. But like many real-life manipulators, the cracks in his persona are slow to show. Then we have grief and emotional manipulation. Nina is grieving, Ash is recovering, Martha is lonely. All of them want something, connection, answers, reassurance, and Nick exploits each need like a seasoned predator. And perhaps most importantly, female solidarity. As the women slowly uncover the truth, they find strength not just in themselves, but in each other. Their bond becomes a quiet but powerful rebellion against manipulation and control. So, What makes Don't Let Him In a must-read? The pacing is tight, the suspense is high, the characters are layered and believable. You'll root for Ash, you'll worry for Nina, you'll beg Martha to trust her gut. But no book is without flaws. The ending? Some readers wanted more of a punch, something with a bit more finality. And if you've read a lot of thrillers, you might feel like the charming stranger with a dark secret trope is a little familiar. Still, Lisa Jewell manages to inject enough emotional weight and character-driven storytelling to make it feel fresh. Let's break it down. Suspense and pacing, 4 stars. Character development, 4 stars. Originality, 4 stars. Complexity and structure, 4 stars. Ending satisfaction, 3 stars. Overall recommendation, 4 out of 5 stars. It's gripping, it's emotional, and it might just have you double-checking your own DMs. Lisa Jewell once again proves why she's a titan in domestic suspense. Don't Let Him In isn't just about a con man. It's about how we let people in, how we ignore our instincts, and how trust can be both our strength and our downfall. If you're looking for a psychological thriller that'll leave you breathless and maybe a little paranoid, go grab this one. Just maybe don't read it alone at night. That's it for today's episode of Booklicious Podcast. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and tell us, what would you do if someone like Nick showed up in your inbox? Until next time, keep reading and maybe keep your guard up.